continue to track one last hot afternoon, but much of this week ahead actually trending below average temperature-wise, as we'll see some storms here for the earlier parts of the week. Certainly try to get out and enjoy that cool down, but really limiting getting outside for the end of the weekend. Unfortunately today, still have this heat advisory for all of the area. It's getting knocked down a bit as we're finally kind of coming around the worst of that heat. Really, Saturday was the worst of it we're going to see. It's thanks today to a bit of cloud cover I'll be tracking in. That's going to limit the heat a bit. It's out of this disturbance to our north, and actually this boundary here, this front that's actually going to shift more to a cold front as it dips southward, is going to bring us some rain chances possibly all the way through the middle of the week. It's not here today, unfortunately. Still have a lot of southerly winds bringing in that heat and moisture. We're back to those mid-90s. Again, cloud cover may be knocking those highs a couple of degrees, but we'll still expect that oppressive moisture to keep us feeling into those triple digits today. And anytime you're heading out, you want to make sure that you've got your sunscreen on hand. Even with the clouds, again, we're tracking out of that disturbance to the north. We're not going to really see too much of those rain showers, and even still getting that sunshine through the clouds. That UV index up to a 9 today. You can get sunburn in as little as 20 minutes while unprotected, so you need that sunscreen, but really also keep that water bottle with you anytime you're heading out. This is actually already by the noon hour today, feeling like triple digits for much of the area. It just gets worse though as we warm up the rest of the afternoon, so likely still feeling into those triple digits. It has come down a bit since Saturday, and we'll continue to follow those dipping temperatures into tomorrow. Now with this cold front on the way, it's very slow moving. It's not even expected to really clear our area through midweek, but if we don't see this getting here, especially early enough into Monday, you can see another chance for these dangerous heat indexes by the afternoon, especially to where we're closer to this front. We get what we call these pooling dew points. That's where it just really brings in heavy moisture out right ahead of that front, and that's where we'll see the worst of those heat indexes likely for Monday afternoon. You see very quickly though, once it finally initiates some storms later on in the day, that's where we'll start that cool down. Depending on how widespread that is, more of us seeing that relief. And I mentioned we'll still deal with this midweek into Tuesday with more showers, but that is certainly bringing those more seasonable conditions across all of mid-Missouri. With that lingering into the middle of the week, I want that umbrella on hand for a couple days. It could even still be with us Wednesday morning, but I think you won't need that for most of the day there. By the middle parts of the week, it's still, again, Monday and Tuesday, you really want that on hand here. And very similar pattern to the last couple of days to end the weekend. We're still tracking a very isolated chance here for some pop-up showers across southeast Missouri. These are not even going to really move much once they get going here. Just maybe some isolated downpours to look out for. This model really clearing that out well by the evening hours, but again, I mentioned we haven't gotten a really good handle, unfortunately, on this system tomorrow. We're looking at possibly some activity in the morning here. This one not really taking the bait here early, just some more isolated activity, but the more of this rain we get earlier, that's what would bring more of those relieving temperatures and just cooling us off a bit more. If we just see that staying drier, especially like this one has us, you can see those mid-90s popping up across all of the area again. Just maybe save for some of us to the north of that front if it gets in enough. This is actually still by noon on Monday though. It's still in the northern parts of the state. Unfortunately, this cold front just really sluggishly moving through, likely not going to bring relief to all of us during the day, but there's those storms finally firing off by about mid to late afternoon. Now, we really still have not seen this nailed down, so you want to stay weather aware no matter where you're at in mid-Missouri. If this slows down a bit, could see this shifting northward, but if it speeds up, that could move a bit more southward with those storm chances. We'll see that continue. Again, just have to see where this cold front ends up tomorrow, where we're seeing those storms, but it's likely going to continue even bringing rain. This is by Tuesday morning where we're seeing more of those scattered showers still through the area, and into the afternoon, that cold front finally getting further away from us, but it's bringing that relief, thankfully, behind all these showers. Just for this Sunday, that isolated chance, just a storm or two to look out for across the southeastern parts of the state. And then tomorrow, there's that nice line of some heavier rain. The further south we can get that, the better as well, as that's where we see more of those drought conditions across the Show Me State. But really looking forward to that cool down behind the rain, as we're actually trending below average temperature-wise for parts of the week.